is a girl. She's a star. She's got style. Steffi Star. You see her face around the town. She's popular. Steffi Star.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
I'm Dayna Zola.
And I'm Meredith Keach.
And we have a top producing real estate team of 11 people, powered by Coldwell Banker.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
We love our team. We had a very long meeting this morning.
Very long.
45 minutes with the team.
But it was productive.
It was very productive.
Inspiring.
We have new merch coming out.
Merch.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants merch.
Yeah. We have, guess who's doing our merch?
What is merch?
Merchandise. Come on, Dayna, give it a lingo.
Oh, I bet it's my guy that I use for DZ events.
It's your guy that you use for DZ events.
Jason Weinstein from Straight Line Solutions.
That's
Yes.
right. Now, it was funny because
Problem solver.
the problem solver, some of the things that we had talked about, Alexa goes, Dad said absolutely not. He will not be doing that. That is the worst idea. And he does give his opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
But you need that. That's why we use them.
Right.
So
He solves
folks
our merch
out
problem.
there who are listening, if you need
Merch.
any type of merch whatsoever, or you need a problem solved, you call Jason Weinstein.
Yeah. What kind of merch have you got?
He's the guy. He's done hats, mugs, pens, pads of paper with all my logos. He's done water bottles, backdrops. He's done notebooks, leather ones, and swag bags for events. You know, people get, they get gifts, and if they give out multiple, like 3, you put them in a bag with your logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like they use at the Small Business Expo, and you go around and you collect little trinkets or whatever they're giving out.
Love swag.
I love swag.
And he always gets it on time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
But he's a problem solver too. Like I needed one for it was higher than an over 55 community, but and we did pocket magnifiers.
that's awesome.
I
That's
mean, that
brilliant.
is the best.
People love them.
It's the
I'm going
best
to do more of
thing.
them.
And another thing he did was wireless chargers for a company.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
It's a good one for
That is a good one because everyone keeps those in their house
Mhm.
or brings them on a trip.
Yeah, it was for a company called Easy Done, and they're doers. They call their clients doers, and so they're always, they just plug it in, leave it on there. They have different kinds, ones that plug in and ones that don't.
Right.
They stick to the back of your phone. It depends on your price point, but whatever it is, he'll figure out what works for you. And
We have no budget.
that's good. Do the wireless phone chargers that stick to the back of the phone.
Whatever it costs, it's fine. No problem.
Dayna, you mentioned DZ Events.
Yes.
Tell us what DZ Events is.
So I have a company called DZ Events Boston, and we do all professional and entrepreneur networking events. Mostly,
I went to one
Yes.
recently.
Yes, I did one at the Seaport at District Hall, and I had 70 people. It's mostly professionals and entrepreneurs.
Like us.
Yes, and a lot of your team came. What did you think?
I thought it was fabulous. Who? Nora.
We had a keynote speaker.
Yeah, Nora. What's her last name?
Yosef.
again?
Joseph.
Yeah, Nora Yosef. I
Yosef.
love her.
She's brilliant.
She was engaging. She's so smart. She
Yeah.
holds multiple degrees. It was awesome.
She's the top financial wealth advisor from RBC Financial in the state. So my events are different because I get quality people and I get great speakers. I have Nikki Stone, the Olympic gold medalist skier, speaking at my next event. Well, one of my events, not my next one, but in October. I'm finalizing the details. She's going to talk about personal growth. And she is a global speaker. She usually charges a lot of money, but we have a mutual friend. So we're working together. I'm doing stuff for her. She's doing stuff for me. I do a lot of bartering in my
Nice.
business.
Barter
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, it works
So
great.
great.
Yeah, it works great. I also work with Jason. I refer people to Jason's company because I'm a big networker, and then he gives me, some of it. It's
Nice.
commission.
Straight Line Solutions.
That's my next goal is public speaking.
Really.
I reached out to Josh
You're
actually.
very good at that.
and I need to, then he reached out and I got to reconnect with him, Josh Beach, because he does public speaking.
Oh.
That's my next like career goal.
Isn't there like a Toastmasters class?
There is. Yep.
That you can go to?
Yep.
I think there's a good book from Harvard Business Review on public speaking I read. I also want to be a public speaker on resilience and different things.
Yeah. I mean, it'll help
Helps
a lot,
in life.
right?
Be
Challenges
able to
if you're apprehensive about speaking in front of a group, it helps you overcome that. Any fears you might have. Plus, you have to be organized in your thought.
Petrified.
Yeah, I think that's the most common phobia is speaking in front of a group.
I mean, I spoke in front of the whole Digitas alumni group, which I'm the president of the events.
Yeah.
And 2021, and I practiced for 2 months in my house, and my husband was going crazy, and I did a great job, and I just did like an outline.
Yeah.
And I practiced over and over and over, and then just sort of came off the cuff, you know.
Right.
I just had bullet points. That's the best way to do it, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Working from memory, really.
Yeah.
But when you're standing up there or talking in front of a group,
feel
you
like I would
go
freeze.
black.
Right.
Yeah. But it's like anything, practice,
It
Right.
is.
right? And
Practice makes perfect.
getting an audience.
Right. And the more you do something,
Right.
the better at it you get.
Well, I think
Absolutely.
it's writing too, which I think is sort of something that I want to get back to is writing.
A
And
lot
so
on
you
your
can-
plate. Do you have time for all this?
I mean, does anybody ever?
No.
Yeah.
Well, some people do.
Well, I
Some people are bored.
don't have kids at home, so I can see how.
Dayna has twin boys, by the way.
She mentioned that. I told her I'm in life right now is exhausting.
It is. You're in
Yeah.
the thick of it.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
13, 12, and 10.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're amazing. Amazing.
no, I understand.
It's just
All the hormones and
coordinating schedules.
It's the schedules when you have three.
That's it. Yeah. It's a schedule. It's not them. They're
Right.
incredible. It's
Of
just
course they are.
making sure that they're challenged. And to your point, who did their homework? Oh my God, I like, they were out of school last week. I still haven't checked their grades. I haven't checked their grades.
Well, they're not failing out of school.
They're not.
So whatever.
But it's like, it's those things that wake you in the middle of the night and you're like, oh my God, yet another thing. And I got to do that. And I got to do that. And I got to do that. And I got to do that.
I
And
hate that. What do you
I
do when
hate
you
that.
wake up at night and you have these thoughts? Do you write it down, or you're just now you're up thinking about it, tossing and
if I do
turning?
that, I'm doomed. I
Right.
won't go back to sleep. So I need to actively, which I've been working on, quieting my brain. Just do not think about that. Think about like being by a lake where it's quiet and I just hear the trees and the water.
they have a podcast of ocean sounds, which sometimes I listen to.
Oh, that's nice.
But if I do write it down, I can go back to sleep because I know I'm going to do it right first thing in the morning. So
Oh,
it works
that's
for
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
some people do keep the pad and pen.
I do.
That would be doomsday for me.
Well, how do you write in the dark?
Do you know what? Do you know what makes me fall asleep?
What?
Instagram.
Oh yeah.
There's something about the scrolling in the middle of the night. It can put me to sleep in like within 5 minutes.
That's amazing. Maybe
Done.
they can advertise that.
Ding.
I was on the Real looking for a new watch. Hermes. I'm like, now, I was thinking about a Rolex. I'm not sure I'm a Rolex girl.
I'm a Cartier girl.
Somebody said, oh yeah, maybe it was Cartier.
I love Cartier.
I think I'm more of a Cartier girl.
There you go.
And somebody last night said, you should have a Cartier.
I have a Cartier.
And called me elegant. Elegant.
You are
I
so
woke up this morning, I'm like, I'm elegant.
Wait a minute. I'm challenged with a watch.
Oh, okay.
I'm biased here because I don't wear one because I become obsessive about checking to see what time it is. So I
Oh.
can't wear one. So
No, this
know
is
that.
more of a jewelry statement. This
Okay.
isn't
Yeah.
about the Apple Watch and
Okay.
you getting dinged and
Right.
donged every second. This is a statement piece, and it is a piece of jewelry.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I check my phone for time. I don't use my watch. It's in the shop right now, but I like it because
What color is it?
it's silver.
So you really just want it as
I
an
wear it with my
accessory.
silver. Pretty much now, not initially when I bought it. That was like at the beginning of I've had it for a long time, like 20 years.
Well, you keep these pieces because it's so timeless
Right.
and elegant,
And elegant.
classy.
Classy,
Right.
yes. Because on business, you want to have a watch. I feel like I always make my kids buy a watch.
I feel naked without a watch. Everyone has a watch, and we don't have watches. I didn't want one before, but I want
I
one
don't
now.
feel naked without a watch.
Only because it's a piece
Well,
of
well, you
jewelry.
could buy one and take the battery out, and then you won't be able to see the time.
Dayna, that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Sometimes Dayna comes up with things that don't make sense. That's why we love her.
See, it makes sense to me because I
logical,
actually wear
with
it.
reason, all of that. It just, yeah.
Right.
See, I actually don't use it for time. I used to, but I always use my phone.
It's just a piece. It's a jewelry piece.
Yeah, I can get a
that's how
jewelry
I
piece.
feel.
Now,
can
I knew
understand
the
that.
second I saw Dayna, she had a blowout this morning. And I will say, your hair looks fabulous.
Thank you.
And you got highlights. Maybe
Yeah.
not today.
Not
but-
today,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the blowout.
Yeah.
How
and then
often do you get your hair blown out?
Lately, not that often. Just when I have a special event.
And this is special.
It's
I
special.
love having a blowout.
And
well,
I-
Meredith, you could get a blowout every week.
I could.
If
Yep.
you get a one blowout a week, would your hair last? Because I know you
Oh.
work out every day.
Yes. Especially
That's
after having
amazing.
Kyle in here. I mean, yeah, I could.
And, wow.
I mean, now I get it done every 4 weeks. So it's once a month I get a blowout anyway. I could go.
You
like,
could go
another
weekly
month.
just
But
to-
it's also like that extra time is also like, yeah.
I know people that come to the house if you're interested. Yeah.
But just to have that nice head scrub,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And really
Oh, and the
great
nails.
shampoo.
I love the nails.
Yes.
Yes.
I always request nails.
Oh my God,
If they
I
don't have
love
nails,
it.
They don't have nails. I'm not happy.
And then the blowout,
They're
and then you look
just-
gorgeous for the week.
Yes.
right.
mine
Yeah.
doesn't.
Well, not the week.
Yours won't last?
Every third day.
I don't last at all.
I
You
wash
get
it
3
every
days?
third days.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, every third day, maybe 4. The fourth one, I definitely have to wash it.
Mm.
But I have fine here. So,
Yeah.
but, yeah, it gets expensive because I get my color done every 4 weeks and
Yeah.
highlights. And,
Yeah.
That's what it is when
A
you're
haircut.
our age.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I really don't like to go beyond 4 weeks either. Like that is it.
yeah, I have like a spray.
I start to freak.
so
I
are
don't-
you not going to go gray?
No, I'm never going to go gray.
Not anytime soon.
No,
Maybe
no
some
way.
point.
I have olive skin. Gray does not go with olive.
I'm not going to go gray
Oh.
either.
I have a girlfriend who
gray.
just did it and it looks beautiful. on
I have
her.
friends too that look gorgeous.
She must be look older though.
No,
No?
nope. She just turned 50.
Meredith has a thing with hair. Meredith's thing is if she's behind you and you have young looking hair and then you turn around and you're an old bag, she has a problem with it. That's one of Meredith's things.
That is very true. Yeah.
Why do you have a thing with that?
I have no idea. It must be from my childhood.
She did-
It's one of her things.
yeah. They'll
Yeah.
have our things.
Yeah. Yeah. So I always have to be cautious of or concerned about my hair with that.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have good hair.
I have good hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't generally just let mine dry and then, fix it like when it's mostly dry.
Air dry.
Mostly.
Really?
Wow. Not me.
Oh.
But it's not
Mine'll be
straight
like-
like this.
You don't have the Jew frizz
Well, I get protein treatments at my salon in Chestnut Hill.
protein.
I have not heard of a
treatments? What does
protein.
this mean?
Well,
Please.
they put in this solution from Lebanon and they flatten iron it in. It's not keratin, but it's much healthier and doesn't make your hair flat.
I think I need this.
What?
Yeah, his name is Asif Risk. He's in the Asif Risk salon on the second floor of Chestnut Hill. He's from Lebanon. He's amazing. He's good hair
I need to
cutter.
investigate.
Yeah, no, he's really nice and he does a great job every time. He does my color and my protein treatment every 3 months. So then my hair doesn't frizz in
Protein.
the summer. And it's much easier. to
Come
handle.
on.
I swear to God, does it look
Have
frizzy?
you had? I feel like your hair's not frizzy anyway.
It's naturally frizzy. It's
Oh, it is?
curly and frizzy in the summer.
Really? Now, I don't really wear my hair down much at all in the summer. From now until like
Well, you can't.
September.
It's too heavy.
Too hot.
It's too, yeah, it is.
It's like
It's
a-
just too much.
My mother would say like a scarf.
It's totally like a scarf.
Like a wig.
Yes. I'm like, get it
Like
off
a
my neck.
Hasidic Jew that wears a wig.
Get it off my neck.
It's a lot.
I wear
Yeah.
mine up in a clip often.
I tried a keratin once.
Keratin is greasy and
It didn't.
I hated
like,
it.
It wasn't a big.
Someone I know
change.
just got a treatment in Florida with a formaldehyde.
Well, that's craziness.
Now they put you in a separate room. First they put the treatment in. Then they put you in a separate room with all the fans going, the door open, and the person doing the treatment wears a mask. Now you can't get this done in Massachusetts because it's illegal to get this hair
What percent-
formaldehyde.
But
on
I
your
bet you
head.
that hair
That-
was straight.
She'd probably get brain cancer from it.
That hair was goddamn straight. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to say I didn't think about it. I did ask around the office,
don't-
and everyone
don't do
said, "Are
formaldehyde."
you effing crazy?" I said, "Fine."
Go to my guy. He's quick.
I want the protein.
I know. I'm fascinated. It sounds to me like a hot oil treatment that's like ironed in.
No.
What does he do?
He puts a solution on, and it's protein solution, and then he flat irons it in. He blow dries your hair, and then he flat irons it in. It's not like a washout or anything.
Oh,
And it's quick and easy, and my hair feels great.
Really?
I have frizzy, curly hair.
When can you wash it?
After like 2 days. And
Sounds brilliant.
Last summer, I didn't have one, and I went to the beach, and Steve was like, "Can you please do something with your hair?"
Her husband didn't care for her hair.
He did not care for my hair. So
He didn't care for her curls and her frizz.
He even noticed.
He
My
knows-
husband would not notice.
he notices everything. But that's okay. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
We love him.
He
No, I love
loves
that.
Steve.
I
Yeah.
think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 31 years married.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a new wedding band.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
I guess I'm
that.
doing something right.
Yes. Yes, you are. You worked with him, correct?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't. I thought you worked with him.
I want to,
I want you to too.
but we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah. Just keep going out with him, Gourmet Garden, working on
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Working on him after,
He's like, "Hey, what are you and Tony going to Gourmet Garden?" I'm like, "Sure." He goes, "What time?" I'm like, "6-ish." He's like, "Okay." And then he walked in. I'm like, "Where's Dayna?" He goes, "She's at an event." I'm like, "Oh, Steve, come on."
So
Tony and
sorry.
Tony and Steve shared a crispy pad thai with shrimp and chicken.
And
Oh.
he told me that that Tony picked up the bill. That was very
Tony
nice.
picked up the tab. Steve
Oh.
tried to give him a handful of dollar bills, not dollar bills, a
100.
handful. Right, and Tony said, "Absolutely not."
That was very kind.
Yes.
He thought that was very sweet.
Tony said, "Get me next time."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice.
And he will. So,
And then the whole crew, there's a whole Tuesday night crew.
Tuesday night, yeah.
So the whole crew came in after that.
yeah,
June 9th.
it's fun. It's fun on
I
Tuesday
call it
night.
June night. They call it Mai Tai Tuesday.
Mai Tai Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to get back to my events.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
events.
that's right. How frequently do you host the events? How do you get
Oh,
on the
wait,
invite
can
list?
I just say the last event I went to, I met Lisa Acker. Is that
Yes,
right?
Lisa Acker,
She's the sex coach
sex,
Oh.
love, and relationship coach.
who we have booked on the podcast in July.
So fun. I'm
Yep.
in.
So she's coming in.
Yeah, we went out the other night.
Yeah, you're in because you're a part of the podcast.
Yeah.
I wondered if you would catch that.
I have to come back from Duxbury for that, but I'm going back and forth to Duxbury. It's
So
fine.
I've never met Lisa.
Excited.
She just found me on EventBrite. All my events are on EventBrite. And
Oh.
if you Google DZ events, you'll find all my events. Right now, I just have 3, but I'm going to try and do like once a week.
Oy.
But I'm moving.
I feel like that's a lot. No,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not.
How
in
do
the
you get
event
on the
business.
invite list?
So what I do is I attend networking events a lot.
Do you have
Like
another mint?
I brought 3 in case Dana wanted
I'll have one, please.
Okay.
So, and then I collect everyone's business cards, and I have an assistant who puts it all into a spreadsheet,
Oh.
and then I upload it to a MailChimp. It goes in a Google Sheet, and every time I go to an event, I keep meeting new people, and then I put them on my mailing list. And this is how you grow your event business, by networking, going to events, meeting new people, telling them about your events, and then putting them on email lists and not sending out too many because I think you're on it.
Dana does like to send out more than one email.
But I think it went 3 times by mistake. I don't know.
No, I think you pressed it 3 times. You emailed me 3 times.
But-
It's fine.
But the way to grow your business is to build an email list and keep people informed of what you're doing. I'm now working on a calendar of events. So my company is pretty young. So I think I've done 3 events so far. But every time they come, they want to come back. And then I meet crazy people.
Right.
I mean, awesome people like Lisa. We went out Friday night in Boston because she was at the seaport, and boy, did I get a wealth of information from her.
really?
All about what she does and what relationships, sex,
So
and
excited.
how to make everything better. She's awesome.
I mean, Adam, that when she comes on, it might be a rated X podcast.
I know, we have to be
It
mindful.
would be your first late night episode.
Yeah, I mean, she's goes really in depth.
Wow.
This is exciting. Maybe I should make martinis for the day.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
What did we have with Carrie?
We had mint juleps.
Maybe we should invite Carrie to come on with
I
her.
think that'll be fantastic.
Okay. I'm going to write that down.
Write that down.
So Friday night, I'm having a girls' night at my house.
This Friday night?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah,
I can't come, but
Okay,
thank you.
So Lisa's coming.
Cute.
Yeah, and I have a whole bunch of professional women coming, and some other friends.
What if you're not professional?
You can still come, and you have to be on the list.
How do you get defined as not professional?
I don't know.
Oh.
Someone who's not in the professional world
Oh,
or
okay.
working.
Okay.
So like all these networking events, everyone has, works at a company, or they own their own company, or they're entrepreneurs. At my events, they're like high level. Well, they're good people. They're not some of these events attract just anybody at any level. Mine more like higher level.
So basically, it's like going to a singles event where everybody knows that they're there to meet someone else.
Yes, everyone has a name tag.
Yep.
And the purpose of them is to meet everyone in the room.
Got it.
And sometimes they do speed networking. So you get, I might be doing this at another event. I'm working on all this. So I learned speed networking. There's about, maybe 20 tables for two.
Yep.
And you get to sit down with each person there and talk to them for 5 minutes. And then you get to learn what they do. Like you're a realtor, you sell $1 million homes in this area. Give me a call, here's your card, then get on the list and stay connected. Like I've met my SEO guy who does my
I kind of like that.
I do too.
Yeah, my SEO guy.
What's SEO?
Search engine optimization.
Oh.
So like
Dayna's son works for Google.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's not where I learned it. Well, yes, I did actually. That initially I did because
See?
the keywords that you put in your ads.
Yep.
So like if you post an ad of real estate, you put hashtag real estate, hashtag
Weinstein Keach.
yeah, you get it out there.
We love Weinstein Keach.
You
We love real estate.
you put it
We
there.
love real estate.
You keep putting Weinstein Keach.
Jimmy,
Weinstein,
you said?
They're
and
too
then
famous.
yeah, and then like I put DZ events, hashtag DZ events. Now I have like 1,000 posts, and so it's my name's getting out there. You can put anything.
Just make sure there's parking. I don't like to go to an event where there's no parking.
Well,
So I was so happy when I went to that event and there was
You're
a parking
pointing.
lot.
it's
I like to point.
it's actually a priority for me to have parking. Like the next one's at the Stockyard on July 16th. It's on SEOs. Like what kind of hashtags you should put in your, ads. It makes a huge difference who you reach.
Right.
I haven't been to the Stockyard in like a long time. I'd go.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I have an event in July, and then it's on websites because a lot of websites are terrible. And he owns he owns a company, the Right Path Marketing, that they probably do the website for you. Like he's there to sell his business.
Got it.
And in turn, he gives me a free speaker, and then I make money on ticket sales. So that's how I make my money. And I try and find spaces that are free, like the Stockyard's free because we're an investor there.
Did you get that?
I don't know if I'm supposed to even say it, but I'm like we're silent.
There's
Not anymore.
It's out there, folks.
Everyone knows it
Hit
anyway.
delete.
We already know.
No, and
Everyone knows.
so the key is that think free when you're doing an event because you can get an event space for $1,000 and not make any money. Like
Right.
You know where I'm itching to throw an event?
Or,
Queeset Garden.
oh, the Queeset House.
where is that?
Well, you do have to worry about the
Garden on
weather.
the side is just so
So
stunning.
when they first opened, and I was working for ECAT, getting paid zero.
Right.
I
Yeah.
I did the garden party there. I covered it with ECAT. It was so much fun.
It's
It was
so much fun.
lovely. They had all little white tables set
Oh,
up,
it's
with the
magnificent.
white tablecloths.
Where is
Amy
it?
Morse's heels
In
were
Easton.
going into the mud.
Yeah.
It was so
You
fabulous.
have to tell your guest what to wear.
Dana's glossing in the middle of the lip. She's glossing.
I attended a ladies' event
Let me
there,
see what gloss it is.
and it was magnificent.
You said we can do whatever we want.
You
You
can.
can. This is so pretty.
NARS.
I meant to tell you I love you gloss.
But I can't see that. It's too small to read it.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
What, Meredith?
I attended a ladies' event there.
Oh, did you? It really is lovely.
It really is.
We could do a party there.
If you want me to help, I can help.
Dana
We would
loves
like you to
helping.
help. We would like you to
Yeah,
help.
I can just take it off your plate because you're so busy.
Yeah.
You could just have me do
We
it.
could just show up.
You just show up.
Oh, can you
could
imagine?
It could get planned in your sleep. I just need a list of emails and we'll have a couple of brainstorming what you're looking for. And of course, like when I do an event for someone, I do networking events, but I would be happy to I can do any event.
You're an event planner.
Yeah, like I've done weddings.
So you can contact DZ Events to
You can
have
contact
you
DZ
plan an
Events.
event too.
Yeah, you can reach me at www.dzeventsllc.com. You can reach me.
Do we still have to say www?
I don't think
Dana
so.
does.
HTTPS
And that's okay by us.
at AOL.com.
Yeah. You can reach me on Facebook, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, Dayna, Zola, or DZ Events.
And it's Dana with a D-A-Y-N-A.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
I think I'm gonna. I talk about this a lot, so I think I do need to. We do need to host an event there. It's so lovely.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do you want to do it in the summer?
Spring,
Yeah,
I think.
it has to be out because it's outside.
Yeah.
So
But I think spring, like a May party there.
I get
or early
nervous for the
June.
weather. I just remember as Alexa,
so
as a June baby, I never knew what the weather was going to be for her birthday. It was either raining or freezing cold or a gorgeous sunny day.
Right.
I think September is a really good time to have an event. I don't know.
September's good.
I
Yeah,
think,
but
Kind of back at it,
You think?
maybe.
well, you could do like heaters outside.
Heaters?
I would if I
September
did a
is a
September.
good
If you do a September
weather month.
event, you want to do it after the kids go back to school.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good time. Like I do all my Digitas and alumni events in end of September, the very beginning of August.
Yeah, but those are nighttime events.
they're nighttime.
Inside.
Yes.
This is an outside venue.
Yeah, so outside, I don't know. I think would be either May or end of May maybe, but it's still this June was freezing. I was wearing a winter coat in June.
It really has been pretty cool. I've been fine with it.
Well, I'm fine with it too. I don't need to sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70 is actually
Sweating up.
lovely.
Today was gorgeous on my walk.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
summer's tricky with events because everyone travels and everyone's going away on vacations.
Right.
And
Do you think is that a New England thing, or do people all over the United States? I mean, 4th of July week
I'll be on a
in
cruise.
Easton is
Dead.
It's so quiet here.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's dead,
Dead.
but
But I
it's
feel like-
definitely quiet because everybody goes to the ocean.
What are you going to do, Meredith, 4th of July weekend?
Cape.
See?
Same.
You're going
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, I
But
mean-
because years past, I didn't book anything because I'm like, it's too busy
And then
down
you were
there.
bored.
the Cape
And then I was
traffic
so
is
mad at myself. I'm like, ugh.
Do you always get my messages on Instagram? They have all these cool games, and I always think of your kids. So I always forward the ad to you.
I love
FYI.
the games. Love the
Yeah.
games.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Cape has less traffic than normal. I have this woman that was
Really?
in my business group from the Boston Globe, and she,
Right now, you mean?
well, she said there's not as many visitors on the Cape.
I wonder why.
Traffic, as everyone was talking about, the traffic is horrible.
Right.
So if I was going 4th of July, I'd leave a day early or something, or like
Oh,
an
yeah.
odd hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you just have to time it. Right?
and I have a rental in Falmouth this summer, but I rented it Thursday to Thursday.
Yeah.
That's
Because the
awesome.
rentals are Saturday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Right.
But luckily I know this person, so it's Thursday.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
early too. I was going to
Yeah.
go Saturday and then I'm like, we're going to do another.
Yeah,
day
I mean,
off.
I don't
Yeah.
think 4th of July we're kind of winging it. See what my kids are doing because they're home
Yeah.
now. But we're going on a cruise to Bermuda, and you're going on the same one.
They're going on the same cruise ship as us,
Stop.
but not the same time.
Oh my gosh.
I told
like
Steve
a month
to
apart.
try.
I have a little FOMO right now.
Meanwhile, somebody on the cruise site wrote, "Folks, there might be a hurricane coming."
Oh, okay. Well,
So if there's a hurricane coming, you have to switch to our cruise the end of July.
Now I'm a wreck.
really?
Well, yeah.
You can't.
I don't know what's going to be. We have a big Weinstein family dinner tonight, so I'm sure we'll talk about it.
So it's a whole
At the
Weinstein
dinner.
family event.
35 Weinsteins.
That's
Wow.
unbelievable.
And Tony.
Wow.
And Tony.
It's going to be amazing.
Can't forget Tony.
We can't forget Tony. He
I
has to
love
go
the
on
idea of a cruise. And we talked about this briefly yesterday.
Now,
I just think it
Meredith,
would be
I'm going to
amazing.
send you the
Yeah.
video of the cruise ship
Okay.
because somebody did an in-depth video. It's a half an hour long. You
Where?
can just like keep it on, but
Yeah.
he goes over like there's a martini bar, there is a whiskey bar,
Oh.
there is a cigar bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is
There's
that the
of
same,
course.
Is that the same one we're going on?
Yes, of
Okay.
course. There's a gym. There's a Starbucks on the cruise. Anything you want is at your fingertips.
Going back to nicotine.
Oh yeah.
So my 4-wheeling trip.
Oh yeah.
It was basically
Something you would never do, Dayna.
Yeah,
Never.
I was like, it's like being on a roller coaster for 6 hours, and we were going on the back, going
Were people
home.
smoking?
Yes, but then Josh Godfrey had these little packets of salt and nicotine.
What?
It was like a dip packet, kind of, you put in your mouth, but it's just,
Did
I don't
you do
understand the
that?
salt. I was like, yeah, can I have one of those? I needed a little
Oh, you needed a little lift?
I needed a cup of coffee, but we're in the middle of the woods.
Oh. Salt and nicotine. So you put
Right?
nicotine right on your gums.
What did that feel like?
I feel like that's not the best.
You might not like it because you get a little dizzy,
Oh.
and it's a little bit like, whoa.
No, I'm not.
So you were like, whoop.
Yeah.
No.
But at times I was like, oh, I feel a little dizzy.
But
Should
you're
we
not-
try it for the next podcast?
Yes.
No. You can get addicted
We'll
to
have
that.
Josh come on and then we'll
He'll hand out salt and nicotine.
You don't want to start that because people get addicted.
Oh, I did.
Oh, Meredith was addicted to nicotine gum.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
I forgot.
It had a grip on me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm done.
Piece after piece.
It has a grip. Yeah.
So the key is if you never start, you never have to stop, right?
This is true, but a little nicotine.
I
buzz
miss your
was great.
nicotine gum
Same.
habit.
It was great.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't like that.
It was just gum. I wasn't
the
smoking
gums,
anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I hit the pen only in New York, as
That's
we know.
right. Oh, so I have a business question for you.
Sure.
So recently, I'm doing a transaction with a female agent. She's delightful to work with. And purchase and sales agreement is signed. That's the big contract. And the buyer is agreeing to purchase personal items from the seller.
Great.
Fabulous. So the agent sent me actually a written agreement with this on it. This makes sense.
Okay.
She calls it a gentleman's agreement.
Oh,
I found that interesting
a gentleman's agreement.
because I'm not a gentleman, neither is she, but we're drafting it, and yet we're calling it a gentleman's agreement.
Why can't it just be a side addendum?
That's what I thought. I thought, wow, this seems like such an archaic
Is she
term.
an
Yeah,
elder?
No,
A side addendum would be my first choice.
right? Would it give you pause? A gentleman's agreement?
I would like to make a
yes.
gentleman's agreement with you right now.
I think it's.
I love that. In fact, I'll be bringing back the term.
Gentleman's
I
agreement.
think it's a little
Gentleman's
odd.
Well,
I think
given
it's
that there's no
rude
gentlemen who are
and
writing it up.
discriminatory.
Well, I
You
think,
do not.
No, you know what I think? I think like when you have an agreement, it should have a name that you know what it is. A gentleman agreement could be a multiple things, right? Like, they call it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Did you say anything?
no.
Oh.
But every time I see her email pop up, I'm like, this is
Gentleman's agreement.
So interesting.
Why don't you ask her why she calls it?
Now, I...
She'll probably get offended.
you
So I
gotta-
won't say anything.
Oh.
She's
You
probably
can-
going to see this.
But you can
podcast.
say this makes me lol. Every time I see your email, it brings a smile to my face.
And it's something I would have to say in person, because if I were to say anything, it would come off.
Offensive.
It would come
Why
off
don't you
offensive.
just finish the deal and then say something after? Ask her, like, I'm just curious in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you call it a gentleman's
Yeah.
A
agreement?
gentleman's agreement.
I mean, I
We can
understand the
Google
history
it.
of it, and I know what it is, but I just found it curious. A gentleman's agreement is a side agreement, but why? I found it curious
Why
that
use
she would.
that lingo?
That she would. I mean,
From...
Like, I'm not,
every once in a while, I pull out a vocabulary word where I'm like, "Oh, this is perfect."
Oh, yeah.
right?
Meredith likes to sling out these
And
giant
you're like,
words.
"Oh, perfect application." Right? So I get that, but I just found it curious.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would Google it or ask ChatGPT.
Well, I'm
Do you
just
use
curious
that?
why she.
I don't
uses
use...
it.
Do you? No, I don't. Do you?
Oh my God, it's my best friend.
Chat GBT.
Chat GBT can do everything for you,
It's
Meredith.
artificial intelligence.
It can write
It writes all your correspondence. Like you just put in
It can write your comments for your houses.
absolutely in 2 seconds.
You don't have to
I'll
sit
show you
there.
after. So I put in, write a letter to the president of this company, tell him what I do. So I explain a little bit what DZ Events does and networking. I'm looking for a speaker on this date at this restaurant, on this topic, and I put it in. I write it in the bar. It's called artificial intelligence. So OpenAI, ChatGPT, they have it on the cell phones, a different name. And it rewrites it in literally seconds, between 3 and 5 seconds, perfectly.
I've heard about that.
And you have to read it through because sometimes there's a little glitch, but
Right.
it takes all the information it could ever find on the internet, and it's incredible.
It's tricky. It's really getting tricky because they did something on the Today Show, which I don't even watch, but Tony was watching it, and so the somebody was able to get a text sent over because they were trying to show us something. A text sent over saying, "Can you give me my last 4 digits? It's my passport number because I'm booking my cruise to Alaska." And it was from somebody she knew, supposedly. And the woman's like, "Oh my God, yeah, I'll get right on that." And
You have to be very cautious and smart and say, I'm not giving that out.
no, I know, but it came, so it was actually the voice of her assistant. That is how savvy.
Yes, because
Yeah,
Tom Brady's
it's
suing someone.
kinda
Yeah, they can
scary.
copy your voice. Like Tom Brady was suing someone for copying his voice.
Oh, jeez.
Can you imagine? Hi, to your sellers. Hi,
first
this is
of-
Meredith.
Well,
I have a tennis player on my Waze.
Oh.
But first of all, you never type your social security number or a credit card number.
No, but this was, it wasn't, it was,
passport
I'm
number?
sorry. No, it wasn't a text. It was a phone call.
Really?
It was a phone call and it sounded exactly like
It's
her
giving me
assistant.
anxiety.
Did it come from her assistant's phone number? That's a key thing.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And they're like, wow, how did you do that?
wow.
It's scary.
Your phone case, did it come with the realtor sign?
Nope,
or
I
did
had
that
it.
was-
No, I had it.
Stick one of your stickers.
Nope, it's not. It's a one piece. Feel it. It's not a sticker. It's the case.
Oh, it is the case.
I had it made. So I said, instead of putting my name on it, I'm out every night, right?
Yeah.
So the first night I got it, I said to Tony, watch this.
That's awesome.
So we go to Amelia's and I put it down. Sure enough. Are you a realtor? Why, yes, I am. And here is my card. He's like, I want to sell my house in Brockton. I said, well, good news for you. You got me.
Did you
and
sell
him.
Did you sell it?
The guy's supposed to call us. Whatever, it's okay. He said, we're not quite ready, but he has my information. He was very impressed.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
So I said to Tony, see, it worked.
I need to make one that says networking or
Yes.
DZ Boston or
Events.
Yes.
Yeah.
Events, right?
Event planner.
something. I want to get a license plate that says DZ Boston. I have DZ Boss. I think you know that 5 letters. So I'm going to try and do that, but I don't know if it's taken.
I
Oh,
like it.
I think I'll try to get WK.
You should get one.
I want WK.
Or maybe just realtor, but I'm sure
No, I
that's
don't like
taken.
that.
No. Excellent.
Sold.
No.
Mm.
No. There's some cheesy license plates out there for us realtors. Yeah.
All right. So what do we have for vacations coming up? So we got a cruise.
So yeah, we
A
got
cruise?
we have
Two
a cruise,
cruises?
a cruise, and I have 2 vacation rentals.
Mm.
2 weeks in Duxbury, 1 week in Falmouth.
Next summer, I'm
Fabulous.
going to France and Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah. And then
I want to do a Europe trip.
Yeah, and then January we always go to Aruba.
Oh.
Oh, Tony wants to go back to Aruba for the Super Bowl. He thought it was the coolest thing to be in Aruba for that.
Oh, really?
God.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
When is the Super Bowl? What month?
January or
End of January.
Yeah, beginning
Or
of
beginning
February.
of February,
Yeah,
Because we always go in January, so maybe we can coordinate.
maybe.
Yeah,
we
you
can
should coordinate.
Where do you stay?
We stay at the Marriott Ocean Club. There's a timeshare there.
I don't have timeshare. We
We've
stay
had-
at the Ritz.
The Ritz is so nice.
Was
It's
it good?
lovely.
They
They
have
have
it-
the best chairs.
And they have the best shopping in there. They have some good shopping in there.
Yeah, they have some cute little shops.
Oh, at the Ritz
Yeah.
itself?
I think
Yeah.
it's not that far from
I haven't
the
been
Ocean
for a
Club.
very long
Oh
time.
wait,
to
and then we're
Aruba.
going to Palm Beach in September.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we go back and forth to Delray and Boca because my in-laws live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes Steve goes by himself, and I'm like, it's nice to have the house to yourself once in a while.
It is
Yes.
nice
You know?
to have a few
Yeah.
days by
I
yourself.
think
Yeah.
it's important to have time to yourself every week. I take 2 days off. I just take 2 days for myself. I go shopping or I do whatever, and just like,
Dayna went shopping and didn't even have her phone in Boston. It was just she and her dog. And she
Wow.
said to somebody, "Excuse me, could you take a photo of me and my dog and then text it to me?" Because I don't have my phone.
I love it.
it was actually so freeing not to have my
bet.
phone for a whole day. No one could bother me. I wasn't checking Facebook. I was checking text. It was like heaven.
That's brilliant. I started using Focus on it where it
Yeah, you
just,
silent it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that-
What time?
my brain
Well, I
needs it.
silent my phone. I silent it not 10 o'clock. I don't
Yeah,
get me.
right. Mine and I think a little earlier.
So you do the
Like
moon,
9:30.
half moon.
Yeah,
thing.
10 to 7.
Yeah, in fact, when I got this new phone, it was automatically set up for like 9:30 at night. It just
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, this is fine. Nobody needs to be having me text them.
Well,
at
you don't have
9:30
older
at night.
kids, so like
No.
I always leave it on just in case.
Right? No, mine are in bed. At
Oh,
that
yeah.
point.
Last week, 1:30 in the morning, FaceTime, Papu. I'm like, Dad, are you okay? What's wrong? He's like, what time is it? I'm like, it's 1:30. Go back to bed. Oh, okay. Bye.
I'm reading a fascinating book about that. It's called Being Mortal by, I can't pronounce the author's name, but this highly sold book. It's absolutely fascinating. The doctor is a doctor here in Boston. It was like 6 or 7 years ago. And it talks about, well, so far I'm about halfway through, but it talks about the chronology of one, how we age, because we don't really have a lot of gerontology doctors. That's what the book tells us. We don't study aging and how we age. And it talks about the history of where we go when we age. And historically, up until about 1950, if you didn't have family to move in with, or have a lot of money to just age in place. That was it. You'd go to a poorhouse. That was it. There was, and it's hard to sort of conceptualize this. That this was just, and as of the 80s, in the 80s is when the start in Portland, Oregon, was your first assisted living facility.
Wow.
And the idea to be able to have what you've done for your dad, where you age basically in a place where you are independent, you still make choices, you live on your own. You might fall down, but there's someone there that can help you get up, or resources to call an ambulance if you need ER care. But during that decline, you are able to have your own independence and not, as this book says, essentially institutionalized, which is going into a nursing home
and never coming out
and not having any choices. And I've always sort of thought, like a cruise, like, well, it'd be nice to have someone make dinner and this and that. But what the book is pointing out is that you don't have a choice about when you're going to eat.
Right.
Dinner's at 5.
Right.
Just like a prison.
Yeah.
You can either eat then or that's it.
Right.
Oh, you have problems with incontinence. So instead of asking you, once an hour do you need to go to the bathroom? Nursing care can only get to you every 45 minutes. So I'm going to come to you for, even though if you don't have to go, we're going to take you to the bathroom 45 minutes, where you lose just total choice. You can't do your little gardening or your tinkering or talk to your friends. And it's really a problem with our society as a whole, because then big insurance comes in. And even though it would be nice to have, let's say, 10 tenants in a house together who are aging, and you have variety of care.
That would be my first choice.
Would be beautiful.
With all my friends in one big house.
But we don't have that, because this person who created the assisted living facility, then big insurance came in, then Wall Street came in and said,
steal all your money.
That we're not getting as much money as we need. So we need to have massive builds of this. It's such a fascinating book.
This is not helping my guilt at all.
No,
Now,
I think it should. Your father has been amazing. You guys have done everything.
Right. So for 93 years, he's been
93.
on, right?
Yeah.
So he is excited to go to assisted living because he doesn't want to be alone anymore.
Right.
So as much, all the services that we bring into him on a daily basis and all the nursing care, he's still lonely.
Right.
And, I woke up the other night, one of the things I woke up about was I was feeling guilty that he's not going to be in assisted living in Massachusetts. But Tony keeps telling me, he goes, that's your father's choice. He doesn't want to be here.
And that's what it says is
in
choices.
The weather.
Yep.
Exactly. He said, and my sister said the same thing. In the winter, he's cold in 70, 75 degrees.
Right.
He's not going to want to be here.
No.
And he's the type of person who has to be outside every day. He has to go for a walk outside.
That's great.
And he's like, it is your father's choice. So stop with the guilt.
Right.
The guilt is killing me.
Well, that's exactly the crux where I'm at in this book, because it talks about the kids are the one who make the decisions to do certain things. He made the decision to go into assisted living. You proposed it to him, said, maybe this is something you want to take a look at. And for death, for seniors, one of the number 3 is loneliness.
Yes, 100%. That will kill you before some type of physical ailment.
Right.
Yeah. It's a very real thing.
Yeah. So my mother did not want to go but she had to. She had Parkinson's. She couldn't take care of herself. And we put her on the new bridge on the Charles, which is like one of the nicest. But there's people that are okay going in and people that aren't.
Yeah.
She was one that didn't want to.
She didn't want to go.
And then my aunt went in. Her husband just died. She's 93.
How is she doing?
She got a boyfriend. She's happy as hell.
Yeah, get it, girl.
And then he got on the phone. He's like, "Oh, I just love your aunt." I'm like, because she's just very cool. She was a dance teacher and she's pretty.
My mother always said she wanted to go because my mother likes to be waited on.
Right.
So she wanted to go to the dining room.
Yeah.
For her meals, and she wanted to get dressed and go to events, and so But we did give my father the choice. You can either continue to stay home and have, these people come, or you can go here and there's an on-site doctor and an on-site nurse. I think he's afraid of dying by himself in the house.
Yeah, I think that's a
and
fear.
he doesn't need to be alone because he can afford to go to this brand new gorgeous assisted living and be busy, working out every day and
seeing people, talking to people.
And he can walk to the grocery store, which is important to him.
Right.
Independence.
Yeah, and having conversations with people.
Yes, he just wants to talk.
I mean, don't you remember like COVID, how lonely it was? I mean, I had my husband and my kids in the house, but it was still awful. Yeah. I like network camping. I'm like, I'm going to die. But thank God we were doing our house over.
So we're busy with that.
We're busy with that.
Right.
Yeah, because construction didn't shut down, thank God.
Right.
Well, so what the book talked about too, to that point,
I mean,
Dayna,
that's heavy reading.
it's an amazing book. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Being Mortal, highly recommend it. And it's not like Debbie Downer. It's just learning a lot about something that we don't talk about, right, in our culture. But what the point where we're at with the book now is it gives different scenarios of different families. One with a daughter who took her father in. She and her husband aren't big income earners, and they have 2 kids who are teenagers, and they're so expensive and so busy, and they didn't have a big house, so they put her dad in their living room and in a space, and it's been very trying. And ultimately, he wound up going into an assisted living facility, but it was trying for them all. It was because it was a challenge. He's now out of his place, and so it talks about all this, but it said predominantly children make the decisions for their parents because they're so afraid, exactly as you say, they have guilt that they're going to fall down, and they may fall down, but if they're wanting to do that, then one, we should let them do that. But the point that the book is starting to say is the onus is also on the individual, right? And don't get to be 93 and then think that you're going to make a decision at that point, because that's not the time when you should be thinking about it. You should be planning. Unless you get hit by a bus tomorrow, you're going to age and your body's going to decline. It doesn't need to be depressing or sad. It's just the evolution of our bodies, right? We go from infants, and then all of a sudden we're strong teenagers and in our 20s, and then your body changes over time. And you need to plan for that. I mean, we see it in our business tremendously.
Right.
Where I say, God, they waited too long.
Yes.
And this is too much for them.
These elders get paralyzed.
Yes.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a woman I met in Lambert's like a month ago, and
What were you getting at Lambert's?
salad, fruit salad.
They have an amazing buffet.
A muffin,
Yeah.
the best
I heard
ever.
the sandwiches are delicious. Too.
Everything's
Yeah, they are.
delicious.
Sometimes we love a sandwich.
Everything is high quality. And
With a chip and some
the
fizz.
service, everything. So the lady in front of me had a cane, and she forgot her wallet. So she was so disappointed because she could hardly walk. So I picked up her food.
Nice.
And then the lady behind me said, I wish I had someone like you to help me.
Oh.
Senior sidekick.
Yeah. Right.
So I went over her house, and I'm not going to disclose who it is or the location. It was like a bad hoarding situation. She had like one house, a big house, 2 big houses filled with stuff. And I'm like, I can't handle this. So I took to my Boston Businesswomen's group, which is a great group, by the way.
I'm in that.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
You probably see all my posts.
Are you an over poster?
Yeah. I'm an over poster, over texter, over emailer.
Okay.
Although I'm gotten better on the email.
Yeah.
So
All right.
so anyway.
At least you identify it.
But her 5
That.
kids, she's fighting with her 5 kids. They're all daughters. And I'm like, I'm not going to get in the middle of this.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah. So like whether to sell it, whether they got to be cleaned out, whatever. But I just couldn't get involved. But I felt so bad for her.
Well, feel free to send her our information.
Oh,
It's
Meredith and I are very good with the elderly.
Oh, my
We
God.
get it.
We have
We've been
lots
through
of
it
them.
so many times.
What would you advise her to do?
With the-
When I'm talking about a terrible hoarding situation, every single room except the bathroom.
I mean, is it unhealthy? Aside from the fact that maybe those who go into that environment don't like the stuff, but is it a health risk for her?
Well, I'm sure it's very dusty.
Does she want to get rid of the stuff and she just doesn't know
She
where
had
to
like
begin?
3 little bags she's going to donate. And that was a big deal. I'm like, you need about 10 got junk trucks to come in here or even more. But I can be involved with his sisters because she wouldn't even give me their phone number. So I don't want to like.
Yes,
Yeah,
she didn't
no.
want to do it.
No, she's not ready.
Yeah,
No.
she's not ready.
No.
So sad though. And then she kept calling me and I talked to her.
It was sad. Why? Why were you sad?
Because she was sad, that she didn't know what to do. She's asking me, what should I do? And should I sell the properties? What should I do with all this stuff? I suggested she gets a organizer to come in and help her go through it all, or have an estate sale or something. But a lot of it was just crap, just stuff that I would just
Right.
trash. But anyway, I think that's just this issues that go on with it.
We're moving, when my father moves into the assisted living, he's going to move in there. And my sister and I are just going to deal with the house.
Yeah.
Because he'll be too upset seeing all his stuff being
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah.
And
That's
so he'll-
what we did the same
Yeah,
thing.
he's going to take all his favorite stuff.
Yeah.
And, we're not selling the house right away, but
Right.
Yeah, you could do an estate sale if he has anything that's worth anything.
yeah.
I think too.
I know a
We're
guy
gonna
who just
hire people.
cleans it. I know a guy who just takes it all.
Yeah, this is in Florida.
Oh,
We project,
Right.
right? We project
Yes.
that situation it's sad, or not to say that you're projecting, but just seeing this continuously, having people bring us in, and people tell me I should move, but I don't know where to move. And is it a bad option to age in place? I mean, from our perspective, we see housing that's built for different ages of our lives, right? Condos typically
One
are
levels.
pre-family, pre-kids, pre or post-kids. Really, they're not designed for many bodies in them. Over 55s, one level, bedroom on the first floor. People don't want to be going up and downstairs. Over 62, that was another one I'm going to go visit tomorrow.
I love that. Over 62.
I love it too.
I'm too young for that.
Yeah. And so,
I'm not disclosing.
so from our perspective, we can see, or assisted living, or whatever it may be, that there's housing that's designed for your stage of life. And so we're always an advocate of that. But for a variety of reasons, and depending on the age too, sometimes people just don't want to go. And they want to be able to age in place, as you've done for your dad, which is amazing.
Right.
And it worked out well.
There wasn't even a question. Like when my mother passed in 2020, he was going to stay at the house.
Right.
But now it's,
He
3
wants to
years
move.
later.
Right.
And he's been there, done that. And he's
Yeah.
lived alone. And we've had all these services come in. And he's been talking to his therapist about it.
Yeah.
And he's excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's
Yeah.
excited. So the other thing about aging is how you want to live well and you want to die well, right?
Right.
So like what I do is I eat like mostly organic. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not perfect,
Yeah.
I don't, everyone has their thing, but like I try my best to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Like I go to bed at 10, I get up at 6. I have like a very and then, I have healthy relationships,
Yeah.
with my friends
Yeah. Right.
and my husband and my kids. It's a balance. And I go to the gym like at least 5 days a week and try and keep my legs strong. So that, if you trip, you can catch yourself.
Right.
So this
Grip strength is an indicator of longevity.
Yeah. And so there's things that you can do to grow old healthier than some people that just let themselves go to, and
Right.
They give up.
They
Yeah.
give up.
You can't give up.
You can't give up.
No.
You can never, ever give up.
No.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
Right. And you try and keep a positive mindset. That's what I try and do. I wake up every day, but I have, I've made my life the way it is. I created a job that I love, married the person that I, picked the right guy, and have good kids. And I don't know, but you choose a lot of these things,
Mm-hmm.
you make decisions on
Yeah.
being
Healthy lifestyle.
happy lifestyle. I choose happy,
Not eating Nicorette.
not eating Nicorette.
Maybe once in a while.
I say everything in moderation, but there's a lot of things that aren't good for you, but none of us are perfect. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Speeding, not wearing your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also can be.
I never not wear a seatbelt
Well, there you go.
because I
You don't wear a seatbelt, Meredith?
I wear a seatbelt.
Oh.
you have to because
Who wants to hear the ding?
Yeah. the
no.
thing that
So
drives me
I took my kids this advanced driving course in controlled crash prevention when they
Oh, wow.
when they got their license. It's up. I think it's in New North Andover. I forget. But it teaches you, it shows you a video of someone wearing a seatbelt and someone not, and being totally projected out the windshield.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
And I never didn't wear a seatbelt again.
Yeah.
Jason wasn't very happy the time that Gregory was going to UMass and he had the refrigerator in the back seat. Jason said, if you stop short,
Yeah.
that refrigerator,
Is in your front seat.
yes,
Yeah.
could decapitate you.
Yes.
Jason always goes, the extra.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
So
wow.
so what did the problem solver say about that?
He was, I don't know. He
What-
just told Gregory not to do it.
My dad
He
was that
could
way.
become decapitated.
Yeah. But he would see the stuff too
Oh, right.
for his work.
Yeah.
So he was like, don't do that.
What do you mean see it for his work?
He was an attorney. So
Who
he
was?
would see like the worst. My dad
Meredith's
your
dad.
dad.
would say the same stuff. We'd get lectures
Attorney
of
Keach.
like, oh my God, you're like a kid and you can't even conceptualize what he's saying to you. And you're like,
Eventually it sinks
no
in.
slides. Be careful on the diving board. We'd always be like, oh my God, don't play tiddlywinks because you'll go blind. Like,
Right.
it was-
What's tiddlywinks?
it's this game. It's a stupid game.
Right?
It's a
And
very
you-
stupid game.
Yeah.
You flick little things.
Like that is, why would you go blind from tiddlywinks?
Because it's going to fly up and hit you in the
That's
eye.
right, but that was the thing.
Like anything. If you have a warrior for a parent, I
Right.
think that's what it is.
Yes.
My dad was a warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Jason a warrior?
He just sees the worst
Oh, yeah.
in different case scenarios.
So I love Jason. Jason is the most honest guy I've ever met.
Yeah. Problem
Oh,
solved.
yeah.
And one time he talked me out of a $500 backdrop because he's like, oh, I don't think you should put that money into your business right now. You should put it elsewhere. It's like, did I just talk you out of $500?
Yeah. But you know, we need people
Well,
like that.
that's it. You need a voice of reason.
Yeah.
And
That's what we are.
anytime I had like things with my
Yeah.
friends or whatever, and we weren't agreeing, I'm like, we need to ask Jason.
Yeah.
He's the voice of
Yes.
reason.
That's exactly right. And Steven too. Steven
Yeah.
is like the voice of reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a person like that.
Yeah. And he's honest. He's just, I don't always take his advice, but I'll listen.
Right.
What do you guys have on the docket for this weekend?
Well, tomorrow I have to go try to give blood again.
Oh,
Yeah. So I had to give blood yesterday. I have a new doctor, Dr. Angela,
mhm.
my OBGYN, and she's like, let's do all these tests. I complained about the weight gain. So she immediately wants to check my thyroid.
Oh.
She said, you could maybe get a weight loss pill.
Ah.
That
But you
whatever.
have one. The stars all taking it. I forget.
Well, no, that's
Ozempic?
the Ozempic. But
Oh.
anyway, there's something with my body where they can't get blood from my veins.
So wild.
And this happens time and time and time again. I had 3 pricks here yesterday, some pricks here, one in my hand, and we have to try again tomorrow.
And you're still going to try?
So, well, I have to. I need these blood tests done.
Oh,
Yeah,
you need,
I found
but
out I'm low
but it's
in
for
vitamin D.
yourself. It's not
Yeah,
like to
she
donate.
said there's no guarantee she's going to be able to get blood from my
Why don't you
veins
try your leg?
again
Do you have
tomorrow.
to like drink a bunch of water or
I'm
something?
trying.
No
I mean,
caffeine?
no, she's like, you can drink whatever you want.
Mm.
I drank so much water yesterday when I tried yesterday.
Eat
I could barely
pretzels.
get in it. No salt, she said.
Oh,
You know
salt
what you,
bad?
You know what you should
No
do?
salt.
You're pointing again.
No.
No. But listen.
Salt. I think I get this from Deb Rice.
No, listen to me.
I like it.
You need to get an expert. The nurses aren't as good as like the people that just draw blood.
No, she is an expert. She works for
She's a phlebotomist.
yeah.
Oh wow.
She only draws blood.
Okay.
I went like this. She went, oh.
Oh, she was the lady
Then I had to send out that.
but I see veins there.
at the Women's Health?
Yeah. Then she sent me out to my car. I had to put on a jacket. I had to put warmers on my thing. Can you guys stop talking behind my back? Then she had to put warmers on my arms.
Did it work? Well, no, obviously it didn't.
No, she's like,
All right,
sorry.
so you get blood and then what?
Nothing.
Don't you go to Tasso's tonight?
Oh yeah,
I
Tassos
thought you
tonight.
could- I
I
thought
have
you
dinner
couldn't make-
plans tomorrow night. I have dinner plans Saturday night.
Oh,
What about
that's
Friday night?
fabulous.
You say you can't come to mine.
I have something I can't discuss on Friday night.
Oh, you have your event Friday night.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
just it's a bunch of women. It's not like all professional or anything.
Yep.
It's just I like
It's
to
a hangout session.
Yeah, it's
At your house?
Yeah, my house.
Nice.
You're more than welcome to come if you want to.
Thank you.
I have I usually serve like food from the stockyard.
Nice.
And
Silent partner.
I have like a and I have like a full bar and
Oh, fun.
and all kinds, and then we have this TV on the wall with this big speaker, and then we have another speaker that we put on the floor. And
Don't you every once in a while want to be the person who just get completely hammered at an event like that?
We have
not really.
We have one
I mean,
minute.
I don't like to get
God, I'm stressing me out.
I mean,
I know. I start to see it coming and I'm like, oh my God, he's going to do it.
First he's like this.
Yeah.
no, but
Then he's like this.
no, but I make it really easy for myself. I have
Ah.
someone else do the cooking.
Oh, that's smart.
And then I pull in I have 3 friends coming over early.
Yep.
And then I'll just assign them.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. So it's just like doing an
That's
event.
nice.
And,
Yes.
and I have other people to help me. So I
That's
do the same
smart.
thing at my house.
If I don't have to help this person Friday night, I can come.
You don't have to do anything. You just come and drink. And,
Yeah.
And Lisa's
Well, no. I have to help somebody move.
What? That sounds
rather
terrible on
not
a Friday
Yeah,
night.
but you don't want to lift things.
I can't go because I have a baseball game to go to.
but you
disgusting.
don't want to lift anything.
No, I'm not lifting anything.
What
But
do you-
I have to schlep.
But who's going to do it? Why are they moving on a Friday?
Okay, we have 60 seconds.
Because there's no
Okay.
more time. All right. Well, okay. So DZ Events.
Mm-hmm.
Look for her. networking
www.
www.dzevents
LLC.
LLC.com.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Or
You can
just
find her
Or
everywhere.
you can
too.
find me on Facebook.
If you are a professional woman,
Yes.
you can go to these networking
Yes.
events.
or man.
Oh, or
man.
man. Okay,
This
good.
Friday nights is all women.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I do a lot of different things.
I love
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, Dayna, thank you. Your hair looks fabulous. Love
Thank
your
you.
highlights and your gloss. You're
Thank
always
you.
looking stunning.
Oh.
Always pick out the best of clothing. And Meredith, we have a big project to work on after
Yeah.
the podcast.
I got to write a couple things down.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
All
going
right,
to show
bye,
you
guys.
ChatGPT. Bye,
All
everyone.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao,
Thank
ciao,
you.
ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
This was fun. Bye.